Sawadee-ka. G'day, this is Ray. Welcome to my channel all about life in Thailand. Since we just finished the burning season and the air is cleaner, I thought I would make this video to give you some insight on where, why and when of the smoky season. The burning season in Northern Thailand is a well-known annual event that takes place from February to April, and no, it's not a bloody festival. During this time, the air quality in the region becomes hazardous due to the widespread practice of agricultural burning. The burning of agricultural fields is a common practice in many parts of the world, but in Northern Thailand it has significant environmental and health consequences. So who's doing this burning and why? The majority of the burning in Northern Thailand is carried out by two groups. Farmers who practice a traditional method of agriculture known as slash and burn, and the other group is the many hill tribe villagers who burn the forest floor just before the rains come. When the rains do come, the mushrooms grow, and mushrooms are much easier to find when there's not so many dead leaves and dried branches hiding them. Mushrooms are then sold at the markets, thus earning money for the tribal people. Slash and burn involves cutting down the vegetation in a particular area, setting fire to it, and then planting crops in the ash-enriched soil or harvesting what grows in nature. The practice is mostly used for the cultivation of corn, rice, but some of the crops, and as I've said, forests are also burnt. The reason for the burning is economic. It is a cheaper and more convenient method of preparing the land for cultivation than using machinery. Additionally, it is believed that burning helps to increase soil fertility and productivity by releasing nutrients locked up in the burnt vegetation. However, the practice of slash and burn has a significant impact on the environment and the health of the people living in the region. This practice, slash and burn, also has serious economic costs borne by hospitals treating and admitting people who were badly affected by the pollutants. Many people die, and that is probably the greatest cost paid for slash and burn. About 2.4 million people in Thailand sought hospital treatment for medical problems linked to air pollution in 2023. What was the cost of that? And who paid that bill? The government. Frankly, I'm not sure which of these groups contribute most to the problem. Okay, how about the environmental impact? The burning of agricultural fields has a significant impact on the environment. The smoke produced by the burning contains harmful pollutants such as carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxides, and particulate matter. These pollutants can have a severe impact on air quality and can cause respiratory problems for people living in the region. Additionally, the burning releases large amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. The impact of the burning is not limited to the immediate region. The smoke from the burning season can travel long distances, affecting neighboring countries such as Laos, Vietnam, and Cambodia. The burning season has become a significant environmental issue for the entire Southeast Asian region, and efforts are being made to reduce the amount of burning that takes place. Yeah, right. They've been making efforts for 12 years that I've been here, got nowhere so far. The burning season in Northern Thailand has a severe impact on the health of people living in the region. The smoke produced by the burning contains fine particulate matter, which can penetrate deep into the lungs and cause respiratory problems such as asthma, bronchitis, and lung cancer. The elderly, children, and people with pre-existing respiratory conditions are particularly vulnerable. The impact of the burning is not limited to the short term. Studies have shown that exposure to air pollution from burning agricultural fields can have long-term health consequences, such as a higher risk of developing chronic respiratory diseases and cardiovascular disease. So, one might logically ask, which areas are the worst affected by the smoke? The burning season affects the entire northern region of Thailand, including Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, Lampang, Lamphun, and Mae Hong Son. However, some areas are more severely affected than others. The city of Chiang Mai in particular is known for having some of the worst air quality in the world during the burning season. And Chiang Mai is a popular tourist destination, and the impact of the burning season on the city's air quality has become a significant concern for the tourist industry. 2 to 3 months of no tourists has a really negative economic effect on restaurants, hotels, tour guides, and individuals trying to make a living in, various places. In recent years, efforts have been made to address the problem, including the introduction of a ban on burning in some areas and the promotion of alternative farming practices. Thai politicians are like others around the globe. They promise the moon and they deliver a meteor. So what's being done to address the problem? The burning season in northern Thailand is a complex issue that requires a multifaceted approach to address, according to experts. I don't quite see it that way. Efforts are being made at the local, national, and international levels to reduce the amount of burning that takes place. At the local level, efforts are being made to promote alternative farming practices that are more sustainable and less harmful to the environment. These include the use of green manure, crop rotation, and the use of natural fertilizers. Additionally, some farmers are being encouraged to switch to more profitable crops that do not require burning, such as coffee or macadamia nuts. These local efforts all seem to fall on deaf ears with tight pockets. At the national level, the Thai government has implemented policies and regulations to reduce the amount of burning that takes place. These include a ban on burning in certain areas and the promotion of alternative farming practices. The government has also established air quality monitoring systems and issued warnings when air quality reaches hazardous levels. Yeah, well, they're nice to know, but it doesn't help much, does it? A story was published on January 25th, 2021 in the Tiger, and now I'm going to read you some of it. And now remember, this is going back 2 years ago, 2.5 years almost. Provincial governors in farming areas are being told to mitigate the burning off of waste by farmers in their provinces. Deputy Prime Minister Prawit has now ordered all provincial governors to send teams to warn farmers to stop the burning or face prosecution. It's not the first order from the top directed at farmers trying to fight cheap waste to get rid of agri-waste and prepare their plantations for the next crop. But despite the warnings, in the past, the practice has continued largely unenforced. Yep, there are bans on burning and penalties for burning, yet strangely, the smoke was worse this year than any I remember. A few individuals were rounded up and fined for burning, but none of the large conglomerates were bothered as far as I know. The issue of burning in northern Thailand has become a regional and an international concern, and efforts are being made to address the problem at the international level. In 2019, the ASEAN Specialized Meteorological Center launched the ASEAN Haze online platform, which provides real-time information on air quality and burning activities in the region. The platform aims to improve regional coordination and cooperation in addressing the problem of burning and haze. So, in a nutshell, the burning season in northern Thailand is a complex issue that has significant environmental and health consequences. The practice of slash and burn is deeply ingrained in the culture and economy of the region, and addressing the problem requires a multifaceted approach that involves promoting alternative farming practices, implementing policies and regulations, and improving regional coordination and cooperation. I would, I think of all of the things they need to do, they need to start enforcing the law and handing out the fines that have been, that have been set as the punishment, or put them in jail. These people are killing people. While progress has been made in recent years, much more needs to be done to reduce the impact of the burning season on the environment and the health of people in the region. Okay, now comes the plea. If you find value in my content, subscribe and turn notifications on. Like, share, tell me what you think, and ask me questions. Okay folks, that's it for this time. Thanks for watching, and I hope you got some value. If you plan to retire in Thailand and live in Chiang Rai, my lovely wife Jen can, as she has many others just like you, help you jump through the hoops of getting your visa, buying a vehicle, or anything else you need. Jen also teaches Thai language and culture in private one-on-one lessons. She also has a great website, Think Thailand, that is packed with lots of information about Chiang Rai, and there's a link to that website in the description. You'll also find a link to contact details for both Jen and myself in the description, along with a link to a video of Jen. Until the next video, Uru, and bye for now.